going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jude Young, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Connecting Minds Through Success. If this is your first time watching any of my content, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe. Most importantly, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on any of my future content. Listen, I am so excited. One, because I was at work minding my own business, and I just happened to look at my phone, and what do I see? I see a Nintendo Switch OLED video by Nintendo, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Oh, the room is finally here. Is the Nintendo Switch Pro really a thing? So I'll go click on it, and wow, my mind was really blown. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, I was blown because instead of a 6.2-inch screen, you get a 7-inch screen. Instead of the screen being an LED, it's an OLED. So that means I get bright, vibrant colors and sharp images that really pop. I get a better speaker and a cool kickstand that doesn't break like my Switch did, my traditional one, of course. Then you get 64 gigabytes of memory, and then the dock has a built-in wired LAN port, and I'm like, bro, yo, that's what's up. And I'm thinking we're gonna get more. Okay, more. So I'm excited at that part. Now this is where the motivation kind of like died down for me. It was like, okay, what else do we get? Pretty much, you just get another Switch revision. It's not a Pro. It's not a beefed up version. Nope. More cosmetic changes, and voila, an extra $50. Now, mind you, I think that those improvements are pretty much cool. I believe that those are spot on. Those are things that the original Switch should have had day one, especially the dock, not that extension crap that you have to buy if you want to play Super Smash Brothers without the lag. But I mean, for me, basically, I wanted to buy it, but then I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel like kicking out another $350 plus tax would probably make it $400 US dollars for just cosmetic upgrades. The screen, based on what I read on the screen resolution is still gonna be 720. You hook it up to your Switch, it's still gonna be 1080p max. There's no checkerboarding, there's no 4K, there's none of that. It's just a cosmetic upgrade, which is pretty cool. Not taking nothing away from it. It comes out the same day as Metroid Dread, which is October the 8th. 2021, which is spot on. Pretty cool, you know, a nice launch game. They did the same thing with the Switch Lite when Link's Awakening came out, but they came out with different versions. Like this Switch that I got, this is actually my daughter's Switch, by the way. This version of the Switch is the Pokemon Sword and Shield version, and I know you probably can't see it because of the ring light bouncing off the Switch Lite. But take my word for it. Just take my word for it, guys. Now, if you happen to want to know more information about what I pretty much covered and went over, you can also go to Nintendo.com, which will be in a link below. If you don't feel like Googling it or going to your browser, you can pretty much go through and you can see for yourself that, you know, the OLED screen version of the Nintendo Switch will come out October 8th. You get your 7-inch screen, you get your wide adjustable stand, not the little skinny one that breaks off. You don't believe me? Check out my OG Switch. It's gone, guys. It's gone. I even bought one off of Amazon, and guess what? It's still gone. So I stopped fighting with it. I just used my grip as a tabletop stand. Nobody's feelings are hurt, not even mine. But right here, this is pretty cool. All this. So hopefully that big hefty thing don't break off, because that would be bad. Third-party companies will have a field day. making bank off of that. So it's adjustable, which is pretty cool. So you can set it up, you can adjust it, you know, as low as you possibly want it, depending on how you're sitting at the table. Because, you know, sometimes people don't want their Switch like this all in their faces. They don't want it like that. Sometimes people want to, you know, lean back a little bit, you know, where they can look down, depending on what table they're sitting at. Of course, the LAN adapter, which is pretty cool and is built in, like I said, pretty exciting. You get 64 gigabytes of internal storage, which is good, but it's not great. Still use your SD card. I recommend a 256 gigabyte. If you play a lot of third-party games, you might want to get an even bigger one, because third-party games, they are optimized, but they don't optimize like Nintendo's first-party games get optimized. Of course, better speakers. Me personally, when I'm commuting, the speakers aren't that loud on the OG Switch, so hopefully you get a more oomph when you're out in public and if you don't feel like wearing your headphones. What they should have did with this one, they should have put Bluetooth capabilities in this version. That way, if you have your AirPods and you just want to, AirPods, if you just want to pop those in, or whatever wireless Bluetooth headphones that you have, that option should have been made available. You know, have the, you know, the 3.5 port for audio like they've been had, but also include Bluetooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, these are some cool cosmetic, these are some cool hardware upgrades. You know, that would have been spot on. That's pretty much my takeaway of watching the video. If you like the video that you've seen here today, let me know your opinion about it. What do you think Nintendo should have done better? Are you satisfied with it? Are you getting it in spite of the fact that there is really no hardware upgrade as far as being able to run different games and so forth like that? But I will say, before I exit, take my leave, bid you a farewell, this may also open the door for more cloud gaming versions of games coming to the Nintendo Switch, because the hardware just don't have it. I know so far they got Hitman 3, they have Resident Evil, they have Assassin's Creed, what else? They also have Control. All of these games are cloud versions of the game. Two of them, I think Resident Evil 7 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, are Japanese only. But this also opens up the door to bring, I want to say, Ubisoft Plus to the Nintendo Switch. Do you hear me, Ubisoft? Bring that to the Nintendo Switch. That'd be cool. EA Play, that would be cool. Whatever Activision got going on, swing that over. This opens up the opportunity for cloud gaming services to be on the Nintendo Switch. I say that'll work. That should be spot on. I think that's cool. What do you think? Since you're not bringing the beef, you might also bring the cloud. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like the content that you heard in this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. Without further ado, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.